Tim Bross here with Cal Maritime. I'm the new head men's basketball coach. Thrilled to be on board in my short time. I've already received a lot of questions from various people with interest both in our school and program. And one of the main questions relates to, is Cal Maritime a military institution? The short answer is no. Cal Maritime shares many of the same values, but ultimately the vast majority of graduates, in fact 90+%, go on to careers in the private sector or for nonprofits, etc. 8% or less do end up joining the military. Another very common question that is asked, is Cal Maritime an all-male institution? And the answer is no. Our student body is unique and diverse, and the amount of women representing it is on the rise. We have 5 women's sports, 2 co-ed sports, and we're very lucky that we have a small and residential campus where students really get to know each other on a personal level. Another question that is commonly asked is related to athletic aid. We're very fortunate that as a men's basketball program, we are able to offer athletic aid in addition to a variety of other aid options that are open to students on campus here. Those include institutional aid, state aid, and federal aid through the FAFSA. The bottom line is that the value of a Cal Maritime degree is among the strongest nationally because the cost of tuition is among the lowest nationally, and most students have very low debt upon graduation. What we have to offer here is very unique, and for that reason is very valuable. So not only is there athletic aid available, but there are other sources of aid too, and in the end, there's a very valuable degree to be attained.
Hi, I'm Mike Tressel. I'm the head crew coach here at Cal Maritime, as well as the assistant director of admissions. I'm in my 17th year coaching both the men's and women's intercollegiate crew programs. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with crew, we row in long, skinny boats called crew shells, and typically with 4 or 8 rowers per shell, as well as a coxswain, that smaller individual who steers, strategizes, and urges the rowers on. We have a very competitive program, despite the fact that we're one of the smallest schools in California with a crew program. We compete against other schools up and down California, as well as out of state, including on occasion schools from back east. So one of the great things about rowing is that you can start it in college without any prior experience. In fact, 98 to 99% of our rowers come in without any previous rowing experience. We teach you what you need to know, not just to be competent rowers, but to be competitive rowers and coxswains. So what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for people who have a competitive mindset, those who are willing to learn and learn from their mistakes, obviously a certain level of athleticism, but above all, those people who are interested in being part of a team-oriented approach. Because more than anything else, crew is a team sport. You don't win as an individual, you win or lose as a team or as a boat. And one of the great things as well is that once you are actually moving well in a boat, it's a fantastic feeling. All 8 rowers pulling, coxswain working hard, it feels like you're flying. So, if you'd like more information, feel free to contact me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you very much.
All right, hi everyone. I am Coach Emily Shees. I'm the head coach for women's soccer here at Cal State Maritime. We are entering our 3rd competitive season ever, so very excited about that. A lot of times I get asked what time of year our season is or what the season looks like. So for NAIA sports, you get 24 weeks to train and play across the course of the year. We usually use 13 or so weeks of that in the fall and 11 weeks in the spring. This year, due to COVID, that's flip-flopped, so we're spending 11 weeks together training in the fall, and then in the spring we'll allot 13 weeks for our traditional season. And the schedule with that, the games are usually twice a week. So we usually play Wednesday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday, and train up to 5 days a week other than the games with 1 day off. It's a little little bit less hectic of a schedule in the non-traditional season, and once the games start in the regular season, we see each other more frequently, pretty much every day. The CalPAC, it's actually a big conference geographically, so there's a lot of teams up in Northern California. About a third of the conference is in Southern California, and then we actually have teams located in Arizona now, and now there's 3 teams there. So during a normal season, we'll usually play a one-time game against each of those teams, and then it flip-flops the following year. So if we were home against a team that's in Arizona, then the following year we'd go out there. So there's usually about 2 or 3 weekends where we're playing 2 games on the road. Sometimes we will leave on Wednesday to play a Thursday, Sunday schedule and come back Sunday night. This year we're going to be exploring different options in terms of travel, especially with the strict regulations. So we might see a shift in that quite a bit. And this year the schedule is actually reflecting a Northern and Southern Conference split, and we will play a double header against each of those teams. So we'll play all 6 teams, and then we'll play all 6 teams again that are slated for the Northern region.
Hi, I'm Steve Hyatt, head coach of the Cal Maritime Rugby team. Thanks for tuning in to Preview Day. A common question among recruits is, I'm interested in rugby, but what if I've never played before? 90% of our players, 90% of our starters come from players who've never even seen rugby, let alone played rugby. We take guys all the time who've never done it, put them in the team system, teach them the skills, and show them how to do it. We're a pioneer sport, so we're used to people not knowing how to do it. We love crossover athletes. Football players, wrestlers, track stars, soccer players, but even we've had success with tennis players, as well as volleyball players. We love everybody. Even you lacrosse players, come on out and join us. Another question that recruits ask, who do we play? We're in the NorCal Collegiate Rugby Conference. It includes Humboldt State, Sonoma State, UOP, USF, small colleges like that. But we also play the big boys. We play Cal, we play St. Mary's, Santa Clara, UC Davis. We've hosted West Point Army the last couple of years when they've come out and visit us. We love playing anybody who show up to our field or anybody who have us. Another question recruits ask is, will I be able to handle sports and academics? Because it is a tough school. You're taking a lot of units. We have every single major represented on our team, from MTs to MEs all the way through business and so on. So we know the pattern. We know you can handle it. It comes down to task management. Are you doing your time wisely? But that's the benefit of sports, learning how to do things, focus, and then get out. Plus, you want to get out and exert some energy, get away from the books, help your body, help your brain by getting out on the rugby field. Finally, I want to add, every single one of our graduated seniors always says the number one thing that they had fun with while at campus was rugby and sports. Hope you come join us.
Hi, my name's Coach Sprague, and I'm the Director of Sailing here at Cal Maritime. Sailing at Cal Maritime is a group of around 60 sailors who love being on the water. We provide sailing opportunities to new and experienced sailors, whether you're interested in competitive racing or just looking to learn a new skill. The varsity sailing team is a competitive group of around 12 to 18 student athletes who compete in sailing disciplines across the board, including co-ed and women's fleet racing, co-ed and women's team racing, match racing, single-handed or laser events, and offshore sailing. Members of this group are identified based on experience, strengths, compatibility, and need. The sailing team is considered a varsity sport, and we compete in the Pacific Coast Collegiate Sailing Conference as part of the ICSA, or college sailing. For those of you who may not be ready for the varsity squad, as a Corinthian sport, we welcome walk-ons and the promise of dedicated cadets who are accessing the sport of sailing for the first time when they arrive here at Cal Maritime. We do our best to provide opportunities for individuals to learn and practice their skills through clinics, classes, and on-campus recreational regattas. Here are some of the big questions I'm often asked. I've never sailed before. Can I be part of the team? Well, the answer is yes and no. Unless you fit a very specific need on the team, if you don't have prior experience, it is unlikely that you will be able to walk onto the varsity squad. However, we welcome your enthusiasm and dedication to the sport, and we'll do our absolute best to try and find you a training partner that's at your level who you can develop with. Another question I'm often asked is, how do I get on the varsity sailing team? And will there be tryouts? If you have prior experience, I encourage you to reach out to me directly or complete the recruiting form that's available on the Athletics website. If you're brand new to the sport, look for opportunities to get on the water in your area so you can spend some time developing your skills in the year or summer prior to attending campus. Once you arrive on campus and the sailing season starts, we will have a screening process, sort of like tryouts, to pair up teams and assess skill levels. Another question I'm often asked is, what does your practice schedule look like? As a cadet here at Cal Maritime, your schedules are busy, and I do my best to accommodate all of your classes and cadet responsibilities so that you can get on the water as much as possible. Generally, our practices happen every afternoon from 4 till sunset, but there are opportunities with your partner to sail at other times during the day if we're practicing for a specific event. Another question I'm often asked is, what does the competition schedule look like? College sailing takes place throughout the entire year. We have a fall season and a spring season and generally compete at 3 to 4 events a month throughout the academic year. Finally, one of the most important questions I'm often asked is, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Well, that's pretty easy. I came to Cal Maritime because of the dedicated community that takes place here on campus. Sharing my love of sailing and invigorating others' passion in a sport that will last them their entire lifetime is unbelievably important to me, and I look forward to getting on the water with you.
Hello, my name is Sam Dakota. I'm the Director of Marine Programs here at Cal Maritime and Captain of the training ship. And more importantly, for this group, I'm the new golf coach. So for those of you that would like to think about joining the team, I am brand new as the coach this year, and although I'm new to coaching, I'm not new to golf. I've been playing since I was about 7 years old. I'll leave it up to you to decide how many years that is. But what I intend to do this year, of course, we're starting in a really strange environment, COVID environment. We are not competing right now in the fall, but we are practicing twice a week, going out on the course. Have approximately 9 players right now. So in addition to the fundamentals, we're going to be working on some complex golf skills. Some of the things that you're going to be needing in competition to get a leg up on the other team. It's my intention to have a team that is competitive and win some tournaments. That's the goal. Also, the goal for sports at Cal Maritime is to give you some time away from the studies and to blow off a little steam and maybe get your head squared away a little better. So this is not going to be a hard and fast winner-take-all type team. I want you guys and gals, hopefully someday, when we get out on the course to learn something new about golf every day so that you can take it through the rest of your life. It's a sport for life, and I've enjoyed it at least as long as I've lived. There's probably, you have some questions in your mind about how I should sign up and how good do I need to be. We're taking all players. We have a cap of 12 right now on the team. So it will be a little competitive, perhaps, but if you've been playing golf for a number of years, you're probably and enjoy it and are dedicated, you'll probably be fine on this team. But again, we're looking for dedicated players and intend to win some tournaments. So sign up. Be glad to talk to you. I'll give you my contact information. You'll find that at the end of the video, and I'd be happy to talk to you anytime. Again, this is Sam Dakota, Captain Training Ship, and the new golf coach. Go Keelhaulers.
Hi everybody, my name is Emily Silva and I am this year's Student Athlete Council President. I am a junior here studying Global Studies and Maritime Affairs, and I happen to be one of the 4 women's soccer captains. So basically what Student Athlete Council is a council made up of about 28 student athletes, so roughly about 2 people from each team. And we discuss community service ideas through campus, throughout campus, off campus, basically pretty much anything. And we also make sure that the student athlete voices are heard on campus. We are also being added to the triad. So those of you who don't know what the triad is, it is made up of the Corps Commander, who oversees the Corps of Cadets, so every student, the student body president, so the associated students, and housing director, so the RHOs, the RA staff, and now Student Athlete Council. So that's good news. How to join? You can join by basically joining a team. So talking to your coach, you can talk to me, you can talk to our athletic liaison, who happens to be one of our wonderful, wonderful athletic trainers here. So we do meet once a month to discuss things that are happening on campus. So like, for example, if the dining center was closed and practice ended 30 minutes later than it was supposed to, we could kind of work with the dining center to coordinate times where we can come in. Our meetings are not open to everybody due to the fact that it is Student Athlete Council, but we do host events where you guys are more than welcome to come, social events, meet and greets with the athletes, and we do host community service ideas that are open to everybody, and you guys are more than welcome to join. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jeff Ward. I'm the head coach here for the men and women's cross country teams here at Cal Maritime. And I want to thank you for joining us on this virtual preview day. I would like to talk to you a little bit about cross country and some of the frequently asked questions that folks have. The first question is, do I need experience to run here at Cal Maritime? And the answer is no. What we ask is that you have some energy that you can bring to the team, you're committed, dedicated, and want to have a little bit of fun, because I think that's what we stress here with our program. Another question is, how far do we actually run? Well, the women's race distance is a 5K, 3.1 miles. The men run an 8K, which is just a shade under 5 miles. So we train to that. There will be some longer runs, but manageable. And we start off slow and we build our way up. Again, the focus for us is really in the process, not the outcome. So we're going to build it up and make sure that the process is working. Last question that I get quite a bit is, what does a season actually look like? And typically we run in about 5 races, 2 local, 2 down in Southern California. We have our championship race is held at Woodward Park in Fresno, California. We train 5 days a week, and again, the training will be varied depending on what goals we're having for that specific day. We're in the Cal Pac. We run against various schools from California, Nevada, and Arizona. And if you're interested, please contact me. My name is Jeff Ward. You can get me at jward@csum.edu. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you join the Keelhaler family. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Cal Maritime's Preview Day. My name is Tina Rossi, and I'm the Aquatics Supervisor. Wanted to talk with you about Aquatics Department and a few questions that are often asked of us, like, what is the pool temperature? It is 79 to 81 degrees, varies a little bit, but it's quite pleasant to get into and swim, especially when it's warm. The second question is, what are the pool hours? Right now, they're 11 to 1 and 4 to 6. They change seasonally, and they have changed with the COVID-19 pandemic. So you just check in with us and we can give you the most updated information on the hours. And the third is, how do I learn how to swim? And that's very simple. Just sign up for our PE 102 swim class, fall or spring or both. Thanks for coming.